It was just so shocking to see our church up in flames. I can't tell you. So
But you go to work in
today,
tomorrow.
it's just so important to know that we have survived and we will survive.
Check the refrigerators, tons of food. There's with fish, there's with pasta only, and everything. And there's fish too in there, Nick. I know, I cleaned her.
Quickly and show it to you, and then I'm going to take it over to Justin so he can really walk through this extraordinary design. But it is a piece, let me just make sure. Oh, yeah. I'm on the second to last notch. It is absolutely a piece that goes with it. And the gentleman can indulge in. And if you like your white and blue, Justin, this is only the what?
Got a silver Honda on there or a Toyota?
Just a silver Civic as well as 3 other vehicles.
I send out the settlements boxes. Make sure you keep checking. It's a very fluid situation. Let's go get this. What's going on? Take you back to the station. It's dangerous. Gracias a este lugar. Y siento que Bueno,
City, it's like between approximately 5 and 8 and a little bit earlier for the western sections of New Jersey. So you've got yourself showers to go to during the late afternoon and evening hours. And then as we get on through
It's not using my towel, now I think it was volume.
the winds tomorrow are really going to be picking
I put my Gmail account in there.
30, maybe even 35 around it. It's coming down out of the northwest at about 15 to 25 miles per hour. The other thing I want to show you is there's Wednesday. The potential for some storm out there Wednesday if that storm is close enough. So tomorrow, near 16 showers, morning showers, evening, cold again on Tuesday, and then that storm we're watching for Wednesday. Bye.
All right, great, thank you. And NYU grants give us the kids more by connecting them with leaders of multi-billion-dollar companies. Joshua Trigger Company, like Diversity Org, is giving all kids an equal opportunity to be economically successful. It's a G.
Walking by Northwell. We raise health, we raise health. Look, they hit the stage, they're like rock stars. Their own futures.
It's the diversity organization. Another witness of
This is diversity org in action. The CEO, Joshua Pierce from Teaneck, New Jersey, started the company 7 years ago.
How did you get involved with your need to meet these kids' needs?
A lot of students come from low income backgrounds. It's not that they don't want to be successful, it's that they're not exposed to the plethora of careers that are out
Have you ever heard of the term, it's not what you know, it's who you know?
And that's where the diversity org comes in.
We teach low income and minority students about how to obtain corporate and high income careers.
Their goal is to help students who are less fortunate to get equal opportunities at success under their belts. 70 low-income schools and 20 universities which are partnered up with over a dozen billion-dollar companies.
The corporate partners that we work with are JP Morgan Chase, Versace, AT&T, HSBC, Yahoo, Blackstone, Kellogg.
So the need was what we needed to fulfill with people who actually had money, presenting them with hardworking youth to move opportunity. That's pretty cool. And the kids seem to think the seminars are here too. Joshua's diversity org is making such big waves, it was featured on the YouTube series My Hustle.
So what my hustle means to me my purpose.
What's the biggest reward?
That every day I get to do something positive with my life and make things for communities that they have. That is it. All I know is that every day I spend my life.
Wow, you can head to the diversity.org to see how you can get involved. This is incredible.
Why is this not eating?
And they're getting long overdue in the New York Sports iconic.
The whole fucking deal.
This place in the Hall of Fame. Plus, a rough day and a rough season for New York football fans. We'll have the highlights after the break. The choosing of multiple choices.
Comcast customers in New York, New Jersey, and Fairfield County, you're getting robbed. Comcast dropped the Netflix, which includes hundreds of live games, but they're still charging you for it. Comcast charged over $10 per month, $3 back. That's wrong. Call your return general's office now and demand your money. Don't let Comcast get away with it.
The world's first and only foldable TV. There's an LG OLED for everyone.
All delivery, no delivery. That's fast. New episodes Monday at 8 on the CW Pixel 11. More at 4.
There's more to what you'll hear about right now. You developed this afternoon.
So Pixel 11 is giving you more at 4. 4 news. 4 Pixel 11's quarters in your account. And on yours. Tabs and fill out. Also, just your key. That's not works so very well.
We helped them build to a World Series in 1969 and now Bill Hodges headed to the Hall of Fame. Major League Baseball maybe announced it earlier today. During his playing career, Hodges hit 370 home runs for the Dodgers and Mets. And the first baseman was also an excellent fielder, winning the first 3 Gold Gloves at the position. During his time on the ballot, Hodges received the most Hall of Fame votes of any player who was not. This year, he was voted into the Hall on the Golden Era ballot. Out of football, this is supposed to be the season the Giants were succeeding on Daniel Jones. But Jones was out for
There you go, look at the kitchen table. It's all yours, I did it for you. Alright.
Brandon got off to a nice start. He was connected to Kenny Galladay for a 12-yard game. That would lead to the Giants' field goal, which is the only 3-0 lead. But the Dolphins would take over just before half. 2 at Tagovailoa hits the end zone and hits Matt Collins for the 5-yard touchdown. Dolphins led 10-3 at the break. We'll get to the fourth quarter. Dolphins leading 10-6 now and driving. Tua on the rollout. He finds Isaiah Ford for the touchdown. Dolphins on top 17-6. Brennan had a rough fourth quarter, sacked 3 times. The offense fails to find the end zone again. Giants lead 20-9 after the game. Brennan was diagnosed with a concussion, so it could be Jake Fromm in the second week against the Chargers. As for the Jets, linebacker C.J. Mosley said it's all about respect. And right now, other teams just don't respect the New York Jets. It started from the opening coin toss with the Eagles not shaking hands. They have fired up the offense to get off to a fast start for a change, though. First possession, Zach Wilson on the line of wall. Extra point was no good, so the Jets lead just 6-0. But the Jets defense still struggling. No Jalen Hurts for the Eagles, the folk hero Gardner Minshew. By Dallas Goedert, the second touchdown of the day for the duo. 25 yards on the screen, still takes the 14-12 lead. And the defense got a big stop all game. The Eagles scored on their first 7 possessions. Kenneth Gainwell with a knockout punch. He scored from 18 yards out. And the Eagles never looked back from there. They beat the Jets 33-18. Jets now 0-12 all time. The Major League Soccer, NYCFC versus the Philadelphia Union. The winner heading to the MLS Cup in the 88th minute. The pass in front to Calais Magna. He smashes it home for the game winner. NYCFC takes a 2-1 lifting for Portland Timber this Saturday for the MLS Cup. Hey, don't forget, tune into the New York Sports Nation tonight at 11 for a complete breakdown of today's action. Plus, Nelson Rowe joins us to talk about the Mets Church for a new manager, the Rocket. Right?
Coming up next, a first of its kind facility in the country, right here in New York City. Life inviting drug users to come in and shoot up. Plus, former Senator Presidential candidate Bob Dole is talking. We take a look back at his long career and moments he will be remembered.
than HIV. More love, more adventure, more community. But with my HIV treatment, there's not more medicines in my pill. I talked to my doctor and switched to pure medicines.
Tobacco does not help with starting HIV treatment or replacing the current HIV one regimen. Two benefits of one pill, Tobacco is as effective as the regimen. Reach and stay undetectable. Research shows people who take HIV treatment at the school and get to and stay undetectable can no longer transmit HIV through sex. Or if you're allergic to its ingredients, or if you take the petalite. Taking Tobacco with the petalite can cause serious or life-threatening side effects. Hepatitis B can become harder to treat while on Tobacco. Don't stop Tobacco without talking to your doctor, as your hepatitis B may worsen. Serious or life-threatening side effects can occur, including allergic reactions, lactic acid illness, and liver problems. If you have a rash and other symptoms of an allergic reaction, stop Tobacco and get medical help right away. Tell your doctor if you're feeling a liver problem. If you are, may be, or plan to be pregnant, Tobacco may cause pregnancy. Use effective birth control while on Tobacco. Do not breastfeed while taking Tobacco. Most common side effects are headache, nausea, diarrhea, trouble sleeping, tiredness, and anxiety.
So much better than who I am. HIV. I did.
Many repairs will make every new door for $25
What is Nick doing? Nick is such a piece of shit. You know, I hate Nick. I'm starting to hate Nick more and more.
Joel and Titan American politics for decades. Tonight he's fearing nothing in Washington and around it. Kimberly Steve Kushner on the legacy Joel.
There have been a number of men who have served as the face and leader of the Republican Party over the past 2 decades, but perhaps none more true to his word, humble, and willing to work together than former U.S. Senator Bob Dole. Bob Dole was a true American patriot. Dole died early Sunday morning in his sleep, according to his family's foundation. He had been battling stage 4 lung cancer. He was 98 years old. As a United States Senator, Dole represented the people of Kansas for 27 years, from 1969 up until his 1996 run for president. That election would arguably be Dole's biggest moment. It was a race he lost to Bill Clinton. Some voters thought Dole came across as too serious during the campaign. But after his loss, Dole was able to share the more comedic, lighthearted side of his personality that he's often now remembered for. Here he is accepting the prestigious Presidential Medal of Freedom Award shortly after losing his bid for president. Hi, Robert J. Dole. Former New York Senator Al D'Amato served during his time in office. As a partisan public before he got his start in politics, Dole was decorated World War II hero, wounded multiple times in battle. As a Republican senator, he created and passed a number of social welfare programs to help out struggling families and the poor. Anyone who's ever used food stamps or received a school lunch and thanked Senator Dole. Those were his lawns. Ironically, laws members of his Republican Party that then sought to cut back in recent years. Dole served in a Congress much different than today. In his time in office and as Senate Majority Leader, Dole was known for his bipartisanship, compromising and working openly with Democrats on both sides of the line to get things done in Washington and keep the government moving forward. He created a bill to provide housing for the disabled.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. 908-333-46736 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options. To To leave a callback number, press 5.
And that was the push report.
Now I know who flooded my.
A hero. And among the great.
Now I know who flooded my Pontiac Grand Am and put a stone there, broke the drapes and the steering belt. He was actually in the house, Linda. I was actually in the house. He did it to me. So I had to drive the car and take the steering wheel off, then put it back on. So the steering brake works somewhat with a knife and Vaseline. I removed the stone on the brakes and fixed it myself.
Unitel just in on the top story of floor collapse inside of Long Airport. The Department of Building says a 15-foot by 15-foot section collapsed and damaged part of the building's plumbing system. It was apparently caused by an isolated structural problem, and the rest of the building is secure. The salon was issued a partial vacate order, but none of the residential tenants are displaced tonight. The property owner has been given a violation for failure to maintain the building. New York City has taken a new step to fight the opioid epidemic. This past week, it opened the first authorized safe injection site in the country where people can use drugs under supervision. At last check, the site has already saved 9 people from dying of overdoses. Critics say it all sends the wrong message. Except Colorado has more from these talks.
You have a chance to choose. Catherine Russell is a participant of the nation's first overdose prevention center. In this facility, users bring their own drugs to shoot up while supervised by trained staff with clean needles, medication to reverse an overdose, or the option to get clean.
I get the needles here, clean needles. I get the smoking pipe here. I wash my clothes here. I the caseworker here.
These sites are evidence-based. Caitlin C. is a senior director running the center, which she says is in response to a drug epidemic. This is actually a response to what the community has asked for. The community has asked for less public drug use, less discarded syringes, less overdose occurrence, less overdose death, and these sites will accomplish those goals. More than 2,000 people died of drug overdoses in New York City in 2020, which is the highest over the last 2 decades. It's been really hard on the staff and the participants over the years to lose so many people unnecessarily. And I just think that we think of them and we remember them when we opened our doors this morning. All of the people who didn't make it. Manhattan has 2 centers in East Harlem and Washington Heights. The city's health committee chair says this will improve the quality of life in these neighborhoods and reduce public drug use.
We have a crisis in which every 4 hours someone in New York City dies from overdose. So our top priority is addressing that and reducing fatalities. This is a strategy which has done that successfully around the world.
But there is a debate of the morality and legality of attracting drug users to the neighborhood. Republican Congressman Nicole Maliotakis from Staten Island sent this letter to the U.S. Attorney General asking the Department of Justice to put a stop to these injection sites.
We need to fight this issue at the core of the problem, which is where are the dealers coming from and where are the drugs coming from? We know the answers, but the city and the state are not taking action to resolve this. Neither is the federal government.
Meanwhile, Manhattan District Attorney Cy Vance says he's proud New York City will have the first overdose prevention center in the country and will not be taking enforcement action.
Manhattan Borough President-elect, also the city's health committee chair, Mark Levine, is hoping that these sites actually spread to each borough across the city. In East Harlem, I'm Kelly Rama, Pix 11 News.
Still to come, another aspect of the supply shortage hitting New Yorkers where it really hurts. Plus, the future of home care, a unique way to dress women, and it's happening right here in the city. The details.
Hey, early birds, want to get a little more out of your mornings? Weekdays, the Pix 11 Morning News is your 4 a.m. wake-up call. Get a jump start to your day with all the breaking news overnight, weather, and traffic on New York's very own Pix 11 Morning News. New series Monday at 9 on CW Pix 11. Financial planning is 5 years old away from home. And the time you plan to help get you there. Start a relationship with Citi and earn cash flows
be honest with me. I'll kill better. Listen to me, and I'll kill smarter. Talk to me so I understand. And
If it's gonna hurt, just tell me.
it will be. And I won't just feel. I'll have a
Created time chores do right before neighbors kids
I'll kill
Look,
them. I'll kill them.
game on. Okay.
The number you have dialed
Eggie, kill Nick Ciaccia, my brother, and kill everyone else.